Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we're gonna be fading my hair. Shocker, I know. I actually still love this color. It's really pretty. The red under here is just starting to fade a little bit, and it's got my wheels turning. I'm not trying to go back blonde. I have another color scheme in mind that I wanna do. So yeah, we're gonna try and fade this a little bit to hopefully be able to do a new color scheme. I don't really need to fade this top that's like really light pink. I just need to fade this underneath here. If I put the color I want to do on top of this red under here, it's just not gonna be optimally the color it should be. So I had this idea of just trying to remove the color with dandruff shampoo. So I actually don't have any vitamin C. I don't have any Malibu CPR. I don't have anything along those lines to remove color, and I'm just not willing to use something else on my hair right now. My hair's just so healthy. I just want to fade it naturally. So I'm thinking of speeding up the natural fading process by doing some shampoo caps. I've never tried to fade my hair just using dandruff shampoo other than washing my hair like once a week in the shower and it fading over like a few months. So we're gonna wash my hair as many times as I can today. Currently when I wash my hair, the suds are still like a hot pink red color. So my goal today is to just keep washing it until the suds are not super reddish pink anymore, and to get this underneath red color more of like this color on top here, just a lighter pink, like maybe a pinkish color, instead of more of those like red tones. Red is so hard to get out of the hair. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it today. So what I'm gonna do is just lather my hair in this dandruff shampoo, put on a shower cap, and let it sit like for 30 minutes at a time. So I'm just gonna continuously wash my hair 30 minutes at a time, and then I'm going to use super hot water, as hot as I can stand, to try and rinse out the color. Obviously this isn't the best for your hair, but in my opinion it's a lot better than using bleach or a color remover that is going to damage your hair significantly more than just using shampoo will. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Here is a good before. So let's go ahead and look at the before. Up and through here, it is still very red. On the tips, it's starting to get a little bit lighter. So here's what it's looking like. Honestly, this hair is still cute. It's still a vibe. And I just want to revamp the color a little bit and go a little bit more neon. Like I'm wanting a little bit brighter of some hair and a little bit more contrast between the colors. So we're just gonna kind of color shift it in a way. So I'm just gonna go in with shampoo. I'm not gonna wet my hair for this first time. I'm just gonna apply it on here for the first round, and then obviously once I rinse this out, my hair is going to be wet. So from here on out, I'll be applying it on like damp hair, but for now we're gonna start with dry hair. This red is just clinging so much by my roots because that's where my hair is the healthiest. My ends obviously are not as healthy, so it falls out of my ends a lot easier than up by the roots. So this dandruff shampoo I use is from Equate, and it's just a 2-in-1 dandruff shampoo and conditioner. Okay, I don't think it's that conditioning, but it says it's a 2-in-1, and it's just the everyday clean. They used to have one of these that was apple scented, like the Equate apple dandruff shampoo that I loved, but I haven't been able to find that one in stores for quite a while. I don't know if they discontinued it or what's going on, but I haven't been able to find that one, so I've just been using this one. And this whole entire bottle is like $5.96, so it's like $6 for this huge bottle. So much more affordable than using like actual Head and Shoulders, especially with how much I go through dandruff shampoo. Getting the off-brand definitely works a lot better for me and saves me a lot of money. I really need to focus this underneath my hair because obviously that's where the red is. I think for this time I'm gonna apply it all over, but I don't know if in the future I'm gonna apply it on this top piece here because I don't really need the top to fade that much, if any. Like it could just stay the same it is now, but it is a lot easier just to apply it everywhere than to try and section off your hair and only apply it on some areas. I also did bring up the red around my hairline, so I do have to get like this area up and through here. So as I'm working this in, I am getting some pinkish suds on my hands. Just trying to work it into my hair. I'm having to use a lot of product because my hair is dry right now. I do feel like I just need a tiny bit of water to kind of activate these suds because I have so much product in here, but it's still not quite lathering as well as it should. So I'm just gonna get some water in my hands and kind of splash it on here, and then I'll be right back to work everything in a little bit more. Okay, so basically I just got my hands wet a few times and then just started lathering it in my hair. I didn't add too much water, just enough to start getting it frothy. I'm gonna add a little bit more just around my hairline where that red is still clinging on. As you guys can see, it is thoroughly worked in. You guys can see it's still pretty bright underneath here compared to the top. I'm just gonna let this sit for 30 minutes. I'm gonna put this cap on. I'm not sure if I'm gonna apply heat or not. I think applying heat definitely would help the color come out quicker, so I might add some heat. Maybe for this first time, I'll just leave it at room temperature, but for the next couple times, I will use heat to kind of like help open up the cuticle and get any of that hair color out. So for now, I'm just gonna put the shower cap on, let this sit for 30 minutes, and then rinse this out using super hot water, as hot as I possibly can stand. And I will be back so we can do a second round of just dandruff shampoo, and we're gonna see if this works. I feel like after the second time of doing this, I'll get a good idea if it's gonna fade the color enough, or if I'm probably gonna have to go get some vitamin C or something. So we're gonna let this sit, and I'll see you in just a second. I am back, baby. Okay, and I used really hot water. The water was so bright red, you guys. Like, I think this is gonna work. I really think this is gonna work. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, it does look lighter. I feel like the red is starting to look a little bit more orangey. I don't know if you guys can see that, but in person, I can definitely see a little bit more orange up by the red areas underneath here. Still looking pretty red. The ends are definitely fading down here, but up here it's starting to look a little orange. But I think this is working, and I think it's going to work. Up by my face has faded a lot. Like, these little pieces up here have faded so much. Look at that. Wow. Okay, I think this is gonna work. We're gonna go ahead and apply the second round. Just gonna go in and apply it all over. It's a lot easier to apply when your hair is already damp. All right, the top definitely has faded. Like, I'm starting to see a little bit of blonde pop through, but again, that's not the main objective of doing this. The top can stay the way it is. It doesn't matter. I really, really, really want to get that red on the bottom faded out to a little bit of a lighter pink shade. But now looking at it, I'm not sure if it's even going to go pink. It kind of looks like it's starting to go more orange, which is, it's not ideal, okay? It's not ideal for what I'm trying to do, but we're just gonna have to see and work with it. I think this time I'm definitely gonna use heat, because I think that that will speed up and expedite the fading of this red a little bit more. I'm very, very impressed with how much has faded with just one treatment though. I feel like it's kind of comparable to just doing a vitamin C treatment. Oh yeah, work it in there, nice and good. All right, everything is nice and saturated. I'm gonna put that cap back on my head. I am going to use a heating pad this time. We're gonna see if that helps bring out any more of this red orange color on the bottom here. So I'm gonna apply heat, let it sit another 30 minutes, rinse using super hot water, and I'll be back and we will do a third treatment. I'm thinking today 4 will probably be the max. I don't really want to do more than 3, but I would be willing to do 4 if I start to see a lot of improvements. So that's the goal for today, 3 or 4 treatments to try and fade this red. I'm gonna do a little bit of research while this is processing and see what happens if I put the color I want to go on top of red. See if it's that big of a deal. So yeah, let this process and I'll be back so we can do another one. All right, we're back after the second round and I have made an executive decision. We are doing one more and then we're done, okay? I did use a heating pad on this last treatment and I definitely feel like it got more out of the hair. Let me show you guys my cap. So as you guys can see, like right here is dyed like a reddish pink color from the color fading. And when I rinsed out the shampoo this time, it was still very vibrant. I could probably do this all day and it would get pretty light, but I think one more is gonna be fine. Like, I'm just kind of getting over it at this point and I feel fine, like with whatever color I'm dyeing over the top of this. Oh my gosh, it faded a lot this time, you guys. Wow, look at this. See, this is like straight orange now. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that's like straight orange. Wow. Underneath here is still the most red, but I mean, up around my face is now just like an orangey red color. This is working really, really well. I'm actually shocked at how amazing this is lifting out of my hair. Up here on the top, we now have blonde pieces. It's working exactly how I hoped it would. Let's go in with the final and last round. I'm probably gonna leave this one on like 45 minutes instead of just doing 30 minutes, just to try and kick out as much as possible since it is the last one I'm going to be doing. And because my hair is starting to feel very dry from leaving dandruff shampoo on my hair for hours, I will finish up with a deep conditioning treatment. I will probably use my Ex Mondo Recalibrate, or I will use my Bleach London. That mask is really, really good. So once I rinse this out, I'll let that mask sit on my head for like 10 minutes just to give myself some more moisture. Even though I am avoiding doing a harsh color remover today, I do have one planned in the future. So basically at some point I've realized I'm gonna have to remove this red that's underneath here. And so I'm gonna have to use some type of color remover to remove the red and leftover color that's in my hair, because even if I dye over this, there's still gonna be residual red underneath because red is a pain in the ass. It stains the hair so bad. So I am planning on doing a color remover whenever I bleach my roots. That's when I'm planning on doing the color remover, because if I did a color remover now and I didn't want to bleach my roots would lighten and I would look like a calico cat. I would have like blonde, red, I would have some of my natural color up there, and then I'd have some orange spots from where the color remover lifted my roots. So I am going to do a color remover, but I'm going to wait until I'm ready to bleach my roots. That way, when the color remover lightens my roots, I'm not worried about it and I can just go in then and bleach my roots. Okay, let's hope this removes even more, you guys. All right, I'm gonna let this sit 45 minutes with my shower cap on and a heating pad on my head. So I will come back with the final results once my hair is dry and styled to see exactly how much of this red we've gotten out of my hair today. Okay, you guys. This is the finished result. I am shocked at how well this worked. Like, I honestly cannot believe how good these results are. I feel like it's very, very similar to doing a vitamin C treatment, but a lot more cost effective, because vitamin C treatments are expensive, especially if you're doing them like multiple times in a row. It's obviously going to cost more money to buy those and mix it with dandruff shampoo than just using dandruff shampoo. So here are the results. The top of my hair is now like blonde. It has like a little pinky hue to it up here, but I mean, it's mostly blonde. And then underneath here, this is a little shocking, okay? It is orange. I wasn't expecting this. And there's even some hints of yellow in there. The red colors I used from Lunar Tides do have a orange undertone to them, so that's why you're seeing that orange and yellow come through. If I would have used True Lust from Lunar Tides instead of Blood Moon and Crayon Baby, it would not have faded to this orange color. It would have faded more pink, so my bad. Should have used True Lust instead of Blood Moon, but hey, that's okay. You live and you learn. So here's what it looks like underneath here. Still red, but I would say it's more like of a throw up orange color. We're gonna see what happens when I put color over this. I honestly have no idea what to expect. It's just so patchy right now. But hey, at least the top looks great and the top covers most of everything happening underneath there, so I'm not too worried about it. I will spin around and show you like the whole 360 so you guys can see all the fadage from the back of my head. Here's from this side, and here is the back. There's what the back looks like. Let me break this up. There you go. I will leave a link to the shampoo I use in the description down below in case you guys want to try that shampoo. It works really well at removing color. I used a deep conditioning mask and my hair feels totally fine. I had no hair fall out. Like, it feels the exact same as it did beforehand. This basically just speeds up the fading process. Instead of washing your hair once a week for like 3 months, you wash your hair like 3 times a day and let it sit, and it pulls the color out so much quicker than having to wait months for the color to fade. So it does work really well. I'm super, super impressed with this. I'm really glad I did this. Now I have this information. If I just use dandruff shampoo and I don't have anything else, it will remove a lot of the leftover color. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.